Hey guys, in previous video, we saw how to patch vRealize Lifecycle Manager. Now, since VIDM is one of the dependent component for vRealize suite of products, in this video, we have to see how to mitigate Log4j on VIDM appliance. So let's see what is the impacted product here. Let's search first if our identity manager is impacted. Yes. So the version of VIDM what I'm using is 3.3.4. So here we see that 3.3.x is impacted, and we have two things. One is the fixed version and also the workaround here. So let's see, this is Lifecycle Manager. Let's close this out. Okay. Now the permanent fix is mentioned in this KB article. So for my version 3.3.4, basically what I have to do is I have to download the patch from here and run the patch. And also I have to download a script, the Elasticsearch service path script, and then run the script as well. So later we have some options to validate the patching. So let's do it one by one. So in my case, the version is 3.3.4. So we have to go to this page and then download the patch here. So hotfix, which is for this 44228 and 45046 CVE. So I've already downloaded this because it's a little bigger file. I've downloaded this file, as well as I've downloaded this patch file for Elasticsearch service. So this also has been downloaded. So the next step is to log into SSH user in the root level access. So let me open PuTTY. I can log in as an SSH user. So vidm.no local. This is my vidm DNS name. And then I'm logging in with as SSH user. All right. So once you're logged in, let me go to the location where I've copied this file. So I put it in the temp location. So let's go to cd temp, and then I created a folder for patch. Okay, I think my SSH user do not have the root privileges. So let me exit out from this and start again a new connection. This time I will log in as root to the IDM. Okay. And then I will go to my location where the patch files are downloaded. If I see here, okay, I have two patch. One is from the KB article. The other one is the hotfix, which I downloaded from my VMware portal. So the next step here is unzip this zip file. So the command we have to use is just unzip. So I go back to my session, unzip. Right. Seems like a big one. All right, so it's unzipped. Now, before that, I just forgot one thing. To be safer side, let's go ahead and take a snapshot. This is mandatory. Sorry, I forgot this step. So before Log4j patching, and just take a snapshot without memory. Okay. All right. So I've completed the unzip. Now, if I do ls, I see there's a folder. Let me get into this folder. Okay, so folder contains a couple of scripts which we can execute. So let's go back to the KB. The KB says get into the folder, which we already did. And now we have to execute the patch. So let's go here and execute this patch. Checking if the patch is being applied on the correct version. Please make sure you have necessary snapshot. Okay, so yeah, We proactively took the snapshot, but here we have the message to take snapshot, which is good. So I just say yes. So it's applying the patch for 150541, which is basically the patch to fix the Log4j. So it's stopping the Horizon workspace service. Now from here, I don't think so there will be any user interaction. It will stop the service, then it will apply the patch. Okay, so the patch is applied successfully. All right, now let's see what's the next step. The next step is we have to download this file, which we have already done, and then we have to change its permission and run the file. So let me go back to my appliance here, come out one step because my script is here. So let me do a change mode, give it all permission. All right, now let me execute this. So it's stopping the Elasticsearch service and adding patch for Elasticsearch service starting. Okay, so it's starting the Elasticsearch service. So let's see what is next. If you're running the cluster deployment, repeat the steps. Okay, in my case, it's just a standalone single appliance 3.3.4. Basically, with vRealize 8.x, we need the VIDN component. So that's why I'm using it. So it's a lab environment. I just have a single appliance. It's not a cluster deployment. Okay, so if the patch is applied on single deployment appliance, then scale out operation is, and then the scale out operation after the scale out is completed. Okay, just in case, right, we scale out from here. As I said, I have a single appliance, which is 3.3.4, but in future, if I decide to make it a 3-node cluster, then I have to repeat the same steps for the other nodes, which is going to be scaled out. So that's the node which is mentioned here. Now let's see what's the status. The service is being started still. Usually this Elasticsearch service takes a while to start. So I will pause the video here, and once it's back, I will get back. All right, so it just took less than 2 minutes to apply the patch, and the service is already started. Now let's see what's the next step. We have to validate the patches. So for most of the KB article, the product, we have the steps to validate if the patch is completed successfully. So in this case, after the patch deployment, perform the following steps to confirm. Okay, so we have to run this command. Okay, so what should be the expected output to validate? Execute the below command and running, which is we have to make sure everything is 2.16, except there is, there are a couple of files which will not show this 2.16. Rather, it will show a different version. So let's go back and check. All right, we do see almost all the file here. Yeah, so this one is part of that exception. But then rest all the jar files have already been 2.16. So which concludes that the patching has been successful. And the other thing, what we see is login as an administrator and verify the diagnosis status. So let's see here. I think I have to log in again because the service is restarted. Okay, yeah. So it took the credential from the thing. Okay, so I see everything green here. So my diagnostic status is green, which is good. And then the patch script will back up the updated artifacts in the folder. Okay, so the patch script by default does some backup. Now we need to clean up those backup to save some space. So to do that, let's get back into the folder where we unzip the patch. So let's get into this, and there should be a cleanup script. Yeah, so we'll just execute the cleanup script. So the cleanup is done. All right, so the step is completed. After all the validation is completed, run the below command to remove the zip file. Okay, so basically we are trying to remove the files which were downloaded for this patch just to make it more clean. So I have to come back from this folder, and then I do a remove command. So I provide both the file name. One is the zip file. The other one, I'll also give the folder. And also, I think I can give the script. Okay, so now if I do, everything is cleared. So the cleanup is done. All right, so this concludes patching of VIDM. Thank you, guys.